Let's talk about the lab that you're going to be doing on this coming Tuesday. The lab on Tuesday is the centripetal motion lab. And we've talked about acceleration being the change in velocity over the change in time. Again, velocity has two components. You have one component dealing with the change in speed and the other one dealing with change in direction. Well, when you're dealing with centripetal, it is the change in direction that becomes important here. And so, as we're looking at an object that's spinning around, this is an overhead view of an object spinning around, that at one point the velocity is in this direction, the other point the velocity is in that direction. Those vectors are not in the same direction. Let's see if I can make them a little bit thicker, a little bit easier to see. They might be the same length as they should be, but the direction definitely is not the same, and therefore there is acceleration. Now the direction of acceleration, if we look back to acceleration being the change in velocity over the change in time, let me write that one bigger. Acceleration, change in velocity, or change in time. Well, since they're equal, not only are the magnitudes equal, but the directions are equal. That the direction of acceleration must be equal to the direction of the change in the velocity. So as I'm looking at this, very crudely, the direction of the acceleration must be, well, let's figure out what the difference is. This was 1 and 2. Try to draw that in the same direction, except for all tail to tail. The difference is the change is actually this way. And I think my arm was blocking that one, so that is the change in the direction. In other words, for those who can't quite see that level of detail, it is towards the center. Now, if the acceleration is towards the center, that means the total force is towards the center, the net force. And so for anything that's in centripetal motion, anything that is traveling in a circle, there has to be some component of the force towards the middle. This is centripetal force. Centripetal. Centrifugal is away. That is not what's going on here. There's that things travel in a circle because of centripetal force. And so this is the basis behind it. Now, if we can set up some situation where we have something that's traveling in a circle at a constant speed, because I don't want to worry about the acceleration from the change in speed, then we can start trying to figure out, start doing some analyses, and that's what today's lab's about. Tune into the next video.